They kick it away following the touchdown. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Homie got a punk cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a punk cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds.
See what is not going their way in this first half. After that big six, they now have a 4-possession lead here. That allows them to say to themselves, get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is so fun.
Now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of...
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He sends this one to the end zone. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. Took his shot at 6 that time. So 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, Lawrence. It's taken in by Williams. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, let's go.
Going left side, Williams with it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll send him over right. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got Harris. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision in extra yards.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, run!
Lawrence working from the gun. He's got it! And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, New York! The Giants finish off their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Giants start off well to tie things 7-7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good start. From the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
11.
Lawrence looking to throw. Gets this one to Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for and you go out and execute.
First down throw, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Go, let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Taken in by Harris. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Sink right on red.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
11. Take easy. Route. 11, Agate.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Still sticking with the passing game. And that falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got a man left. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now, ahead of 4th down, officials stepping in here, a timeout call. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here.
Hey, kill.
Now it's Lawrence. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Go.
From the red zone now. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
He finds Johnson.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Here's a throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. He connects downfield on 4th. Running down the left side. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the interception into points. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Deontay Banks. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he gets this up to the 20 before being stopped. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
The Giants are set to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Jaguars football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down.
Red on red.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
On red. 11.
Throwing from the gun here. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Hey, easy, route,
Markers
route,
reset,
route,
ball
route.
at the 37.
Hey, I'm gun. Go, let's go. Here we go, son.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The Giants using their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throw complete to Williams. And he gets this forward to the 19. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Lawrence working from the gun. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So it's second down coming up. Back to throw. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down. So out now comes the punter. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go. 13, Luke.
Now Lawrence. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a first and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friends. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 28. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
First down throw, Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Jaguars might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing for the end zone. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, I think the defense coaches and coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass play now. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Back now, pressure on its way. Completed to his running back. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go.
Running this one left. We'll have him gain about a handful there. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Back to the well again. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Taken in by Harris. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Hey, run.
Lawrence looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Lawrence to throw it. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Hey, I'm gun. Go, let's go.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Escapes the pocket. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
Right, let's go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
11.
Now it's Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He fields this at the 18. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. Took the return wrong direction there. Not sure what was going on. Actually loses yards. And it'll be Giants football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yes.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team on the field. And they could really use a good one here. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st down, ball at the 36.
Hey.
A handoff for Williams, running left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. To the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey, go. 11, Agate.
Lawrence throwing here. Catch made over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at a 4th down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back, wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Keytrell Clark picks it. And the Giants get it back on the final play of the quarter. Only one quarter remains. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another carry for him. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
He has the New York touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And then pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all. Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now a give running right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Let's go now.
Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. So they're left facing a fourth down. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. 30 left. Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Connecting on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Take right open. 11. Hey, I'm gun.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Taking a deep shot here. They did it! He made the interception! And the Giants have some new life in the 4th!
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. He finds Johnson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants down by 7. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
He'll throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars make the play that should win them this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he's tackled for a short gain. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's down on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding.
Hey,
Gotta figure out this third down here.
11.
Setting up to pass. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. The Jaguars in a punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars make the play that should win them this game.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10.
Go. 13, Lou.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Hauled in left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill.
Here he is to throw. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale